Race number 4 on the program. A number of first starters here. We had 3 in the previous race, and we've got plenty here as well for the Onyx handicap over the 1200 metres. Dragon Baby, of course, won on debut over 1,000 metres. He's had 3 starts since. Gluck Racer, the blinkers on for the first time. All Beauty on debut has had 4 trials. Happy Daily, first start, 6 trials. Man Up, first time out, 3 trials. Morado gets a better draw than his debut 50. He's come up with barrier number 4. The Jolly having his first start. He's had the 4 trials as well. The 12, this is Charisma. The hood comes off. The 13, Flying Photos, just his second time at Sha Tin. And Iron King down the bottom, no hood. Matthew Chadwick with the ride for Dennis Shipton.
The speed here has got most welcome going forward. He went forward to a couple of runs ago, Dragon Baby. Never really been that handy in his career, but he's drawn gate number 2 this time round as Dragon Baby. Zashin shouldn't be too far away. Then you've got the newcomers Man Up and Happy Daily there, All Beauty. The other newcomer is the Jolly, who's likely to be somewhere back of midfield. Maybe a little question mark on Gluck Racer. I wasn't entirely sure he was going to go back there from gate number 12 because he's sort of been midfield in his last couple of runs. So we'll see what happens and what Alexi decides to do with him from gate number 12.
And that leads us perfectly into our first replay, Tom, which is Gluck Racer, and there he is in those pink colours. This was over 1,400 metres, Paul, so he's back a furlong for this race. And it is also the first time he's drawn wider on the track. Yeah, look, he's had 3 starts and he's run well in all 3 of them. The first one, Happy Valley, was good when he came from the back, and then he won nicely, and then he's run 3rd behind Mercurial. So a nice run. This is the 3rd behind Mercurial. The blinkers will go on. It's just this little awkward draw he's got to overcome, but there's plenty of ability there.
Yeah, there certainly is. He fought gamely here over the final stages, wasn't beaten overly far there. Blinkers go on, so I think he's a real genuine chance in this race.
We move from him to our next replay, and this is All Beauty, one of the 4 first starters. Tommy's had the 4 trials. Zach Purton rides for Frankie Law from barrier number 5. What did you make of this at the Valley?
He kicked off his career in Australia with Richard and Chantal Jolly, where he'd had a couple of trials there. I thought this was probably the best of his trials, this one here at Happy Valley. You can see he was a little bit pushed over the final stages. His gate speed's just been fair. He was a little bit slower than that recent Happy Valley trial, but I wasn't sure if I'd put him in or not.
Yeah, I put him in. 11.49 pounds with Zach Purton on. Here's 2 of the other first starters finishing 5th and 6th. Man Up and the Jolly. Man Up, 11.89 pounds. He's had 3 trials. Tongue tie on debut with cross noseband. And the Jolly, 4 trials, 1,036 pounds, and he's got the cross noseband on as well. But I didn't get either one of those 2 in.
No, I didn't get either one of those 2 in either.
And they've been pretty hard to beat lately, have Douglas White and Jerry Chow. But they're not in for you, Paul, so who is?
Well, we're going to go with a horse here on the top here, which is Gluck Racer. He's a horse who's been looking really good in his 3 starts to date. So he goes on top from the first starter, All Beauty. He's had those 4 trials to get him ready. Zashian down near the bottom. It was a good run from him a couple of starts ago. And then Dragon Baby will sneak him in there for 4th. Did win over 1,000 metres. It's been a little bit disappointing since, but a very fit horse from barrier 2 should get a nice run. 3, 4, 11 and 1.
I've got Gluck Racer on top, horse at number 3, but I told you a lie. I did get the Jolly in fact. This horse here did trial up in New Zealand with Andrew Campbell prior to arriving, of course, of Tavistock fame. And look, I thought he actually made some OK ground in that recent trial late there, so I threw him in ahead of All Beauty. Wasn't overly fussed by his most recent trial, but I thought that Happy Valley trial was OK. And one towards the bottom at a bigger price. He's placed favourite at the moment, Iron King. He's run OK at the bottom end of Class 4 in the past, so he'll be likely to be back in the field, but did make some ground out wider last time out. So 3, 8, 4 and 14.
It is the early favourite on top from both Tom and Paul. Gluck Racer looking to give Manfred Mann his 30th win for the season if he can take race number 4.